Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Connections with Liz, and I'm Liz. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sign of Sagittarius for from now until the end of 2025. Um, First and foremost, just to let you know, I am originally a evidential medium and psychic medium, although the knowledge of the cards is in the background. In the forefront will always be the psychic messages and the story building that I get as the cards appear for themselves. Okay, what we are going to be doing is the recent past, the present, and the near future up until the end of 2025. For the sign of Sagittarius, we're going to be doing the hold on, I'm getting fussed out because I haven't cleared the energy. Hold your ears in 1, 2, 3 while I clear the energy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, and all deities that are in the path and life path of the energy of Sagittarius up until the end of 2025. They ask for all the guidance and messages for Sagittarius for the recent past, the current energy, and the near future energy. Right now, we're asking for the recent past for the sign of Sagittarius, and let's go with it. The recent past for the sign of Sagittarius, and here we go. And the current energy. The current energy for the sign of Sagittarius. Let's go with it. Current energy for the sign of Sagittarius. My lord, a lot came out for the current energy. And lastly, I need to cover that. And lastly, the near future for Sagittarius. The near future for Sagittarius. Let's go with it. Did you see how that popped up? That was wild. Alright. So, for the recent past, we have Princess of Pentacles reversed, and we had Two of Swords upright. For the current energy, we have the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. And then for the sorry, I got stuck on that Seven of Cups. For the near future, we have King of Wands. We're going to go ahead and clarify these and build the story as we go along. Sometimes I will talk back and forth as I build the story, but no worries. When I get to the end of the line with the cards, the story will be built. Okay? It might go back and forth because Spirit always surprises me. Sometimes I think I know what's going on until Spirit says, no, you don't. So let's go with it. Let's clarify the recent past for Sagittarius. Let's clarify the recent past for Sagittarius, please. Let's clarify the recent past for Sagittarius. Recent past for Sagittarius. And let's go with it. Recent past for Sagittarius. Clarification. Recent past for Sagittarius. Recent past for Sagittarius. Clarification. This just wants to come out. Weird. Like I need to take that too. Recent past for Sagittarius. Recent past and a flipper. Hard work. Recent past. It's really hard for the cards to come out for some reason. And something must be hidden because something in your past wanted to be hidden. Hard work wanted to be hidden. Alright. You had a choice in the recent past. After leaving, you had to leave some new abundance behind for a choice that you had to surrender to after losing money. And then you worked so hard and still had misalignment and worked alone. Okay, let's rebuild the story. So you had a new beginning with money, security and money, that you had to make a decision over. You paused to think over, you got a new perspective over this new money and realized that it was not a stable source of money. So this new money that you, this new situation to make money that you made a decision over, that you set and you thought about over realistically, realized that it was in the end not going to be financially secure. So then you decided to work hard alone to get away from the team. The team you were working with was not right for you. You had to set out on your own. You had a realization and a decision that who you were working with was not aligned with you, and you working on your own. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. That's your recent past. Okay, your current energy is the High Priestess. I love this card in this deck. So beautiful. Your current energy is the High Priestess. Yeah, you had to leave that behind to go work on your own because they weren't aligned with you. You're the High Priestess. And then, I can't show you this card. Well, and then you have the Five of Pentacles. So, it's a feeling of lack because of choices right now. You have everything available to you, but it's too many choices. Okay, let's clarify this. Current energy for Sagittarius. Current energy for Sagittarius. Current energy for Sagittarius. The present day energy. Present day energy for Sagittarius. Present day energy for Sagittarius. Present day energy. Something's slowing down currently. Something's slowing down. Something's slowing down. I keep feeling that. Okay. Too many choices. A feeling of lack. Even though you know you deserve it. You have so many. You can't. There's so many choices. You're breaking a cycle of those choices. You're a natural leader and you're in transition. You're releasing it. You're releasing it. Finally, Sag, you deserve abundance. And you're breaking the cycles. You're breaking the cycles and realizing your passions deserve this. You're leaving this behind. Okay. Just your current energy. You're leaving this behind. Yeah. Any more on current energy? Any more on current energy for Sagittarius? Any more current energy? I don't think there's any more. Any more present day for Sag? The resistance to change still. It says you're moving on though. Sorry, there's so much quietness. I have to... Let me go through this again. Sometimes I'll build the story over and over so my mind can get this right. You know who you are. You know you deserve all this, but you feel like you're not getting enough because there's so many decisions. You're having to break the cycle. Even though you've gone on to be an entrepreneur is what it feels like. You left working with people to work on your own, and you know that you have the knowledge. You've already earned all the knowledge. You're the High Priestess. You've earned it, but it feels like you're not there yet because you're having to make so many choices. You are leaving that behind, and you're transforming. I need a little more. I need just a little more, Spirit, please, for Sag. Clarify this for us. Just a little more for present day. A little more. A little more. I'm going to take them. These are all sideways. Yeah, seeking personal closure, willpower and control. It's just like energy is back and forth, you know? There's financial independence here. You're finding freedom, but it's almost like having a hard time believing in yourself because it's on your own. Instead of working with people, it's almost like being an entrepreneur. And it's like when a kid takes their training wheels off their bike, is what Spirit's showing me in my head. It's like when a kid takes those training wheels off their bike. They've been riding that bike forever. They know that they can do it, right? But as soon as you see the training wheels off, ooh, it's scary, right? Because you know you don't have that support there anymore. But once you get going and you balance, then everything runs smoothly. Oh my God, that is a clear picture in my head. It's like that's what your present energy is. It's finding the balance, right? You have the power. You've done the work, right? You have the power. But there's so much thinking about options. You're having to decide, right? But you can do it, Sag. You can do it. And so many cards with your energy are in here. Okay, let's go into the near future. Let's get the end of the story to the end of 2025. So you got King of Wands upright. So after all of that, right? Took the training wheels off. You're having to find balance. You King of Wands upright. That's sitting in the power of your passion. You're sitting in the power of your passion after all that. Okay. And more for future for Sag. Near future for Sag. Near future for Sag. And let's get one more. Near future for Sag. Let's see where we're at so far, Sag. And then that came out on my finger. Okay. You're sitting in your passion. You're sitting in your passion in the near future. You have inspiration and new ideas. You feel like you have limitless potential. But there's a challenge that comes up with it. There's a challenge that comes up with it. But you're preparing after the challenge for new opportunities. And then you have new beginnings. Okay. You're sitting in your passion. You have some inspiration and excitement and freedom. But there's going to be a little hiccup in the middle of it in the near of the future. And the hiccup is someone around you has a lack of accountability, right? So you have your passion. There's so much passion here because you have King of Wands, you have Page of Wands, Wands. So your passion is here, right? And you have the freedom. You freed yourself from this to have the inspiration with your passions, but you're still feeling like you need to maintain control after a little hiccup with someone not taking accountability. And then once you pass that in the near future, once you pass that little hiccups of someone not having accountability, you plan. You go ahead and make plans for yourself, and you start a new beginning. It's a new lease on life, a new adventure, a new opportunity, planning for a new opportunity after a little hiccup of someone being not holding accountable in the middle of your passion. So there is going to be a little hiccup in the near future, but in the by the end of 2025, you have new beginnings. I want to get a little bit more on that. Spirit, a little bit more on Sag. What is their new beginning at the end of 2025? What happens after their new beginning? What happens after their new beginning? Eight of Cups. You're walking away, leaving something behind. What are they leaving behind? Difficult decisions. Yeah. Yeah, of course, we already know that. You have a new beginning, and it makes you feel free. It makes you feel free. You're walking away from this. You're walking away. Any more? I heard that's the end of it. You're walking away because you have new opportunities. And Knight of Cups. You have new opportunities that fulfill you emotionally. You're following your heart. In the end, you have so many opportunities. So many opportunities. So become the fool. You're going to have a hiccup in the near future. There's going to be a little hiccup, right? You're going to get past this, right? In your present energy. And then you're going to realize your passions, right? You're going to realize you're the King of Wands. You're sitting in your passion, right? But then there's going to be that little hiccup. And then you have to reset for new, and you plan for new opportunities. And then you come up with an idea. A new idea comes. You become the fool again. Full of aspirations. Full of, yes, oh, this is how I can do it. This is how I can do it. And then opportunities come. When you clear all this out, you're gonna become fresh, like a light bulb comes on in your mind for your passions, and then opportunities come, and then you become you find fulfillment in your heart with your new opportunities in the new future. There's just going to be a little hiccup, Sag. That's it. Just a little hiccup in the new future. But right now, yeah, it's a little rough. All right. That's your reading, Sag. Let's get a little message from the angel cards, and we'll call that a reading. And that's up until the end of 2025. And then at the new year, I'll be back with some more messages and guidance from the tarot. Right now, let's get a message for Sag from the angel cards. Let's go with it, Spirit. Message for Sag. Let's get a message for Sag, please. Message for Sag, please. I'm hearing 8181 in my head. I'm curious what this is going to be. 3535. I don't know if 8 or 1s. Have you been seeing them? But I saw that in my head. But you got 3535. Well-being. Well-being, healthy lifestyle. Take good care of your physical and mental well-being. Keep a healthy lifestyle by exercising regularly and having a balanced diet and getting enough rest. Also practice mindfulness and stress management. That definitely makes sense, Sag. Get a hold of your stress and try to keep a little bit balanced through where you're at right now. And you're going to have one more little hiccup in the future of someone not being accountable for themselves. But once you get past that, yeah, your creativity, just latch onto your creativity, man. And you have good stuff coming. The good stuff's coming. All right. That's your reading, Sag. Sending you so much love and peace, and I hope that this helped give you some kind of guidance and enlightenment up until the end of 2025, and I'll see you at the new year. Much love. Bye.